Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Conversations with Cornelius. I'm your host, Cornelius Patrick O'Sullivan, and I'm looking good. I'm feeling good.
Well, remember now we have a camera, so everything is, you can't really.
Yes, if you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple or wherever the fuck, just turn it off and go onto YouTube and watch it on YouTube, because it's
we put Vaseline on the lens just to hide you somewhere.
Because YouTube, I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel. I'm joined today by the mercurial,
thanks very much.
Somewhat interesting human being, the Mind Guy.
Thank you very much for having me.
You're very welcome. We are in the good room in HQ, and yeah, it's a beautiful day outside.
Just they're aware of the pictures behind you, are they?
What pictures?
Oh, let's have a look. See what we have here.
I don't know if they're picking them up. There's a picture of Brian Cochrane, the famous hurler.
Mm-hmm, looking well.
Yeah, and that's me then when I played for Cork back in the...
when was this? Early 90s, mid 90s. Is that?
Well, I'd say that's the O2 jersey, so I would say that is 04 or 05. 04. He came back from retirement in 04.
Oh, shit, what am I talking?
Or was it 03 he came back in from retirement? We're talking about Brian Cochrane. This is Brian Cochrane, the famous Cork hurler.
He was a good footballer too, was he?
He won in All-Ireland. He got to the All-Ireland in... Was it... Who did we lose in... Was it 90... No, my years are all off now. Fucking Derry. Anyway, he was cornerback. He was only 19.
That's crazy.
And then he chose hurling. He was a brilliant hurler. He was one of Cork's greatest ever hurlers. Brian.
Is that funny? You lose track of time. I was on about the mid to early 90s, but sure, you're dead right. It was the early 2000s.
Early 2000s, 04, 05. We won the double 04 and 5. He was instrumental in that, and he also was on the team in 99 when we won the All-Ireland 99.
That's amazing.
He's got 3 All-Ireland hurling medals.
Fair play.
But yeah, anyway, that's him. And
sure, we can ignore the last one.
What's the last one?
Sure, who cares?
Is that the Everyman Theatre?
Everyman Theatre.
Oh my God, this is actually so embarrassing. The Everyman Theatre there. I sold that out earlier this year.
You did, in fairness.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. That actually just looks like a fucking house. But that's...
I heard the warmer back was very good.
No, 650 people.
No, I have to give you credit. Anyway, you were saying?
You were giving me credit?
No, that's it. That's me giving you credit.
That's it.
We're shaking hands just because... I don't know. Well, we had the camera set up.
Oh, God.
Quite easily.
Yeah.
So anyway, how are you?
Made it.
How are you?
I'm actually looking for a bit of work at the moment. Things are quiet. It's the summer. Comedy is slow during the summer.
Why don't we do your CV here? So
had to cancel the gig again. We went down to the Kingdom Comedy Club again this Tuesday. 3 people there.
3 people?
3 people there. So
you didn't do... What's your cut-off point? What's the minimum?
That was it. I said, good luck. I'm not doing a show to 3 people.
But then, would you, like, if there was 4, would you do it with 4? Like?
No, I wouldn't, because it wouldn't... I'll tell you why I wouldn't down there now, right? Is because it's not worth it. You're not going to learn anything from it. You're just going through the motions. I still wouldn't take any money from anyone if there's 4 people inside in a room set up for 50 people.
Yeah,
I'd feel bad. So then I'm like, I prefer to be on the road home fucking giving out about how hard my job is.
Yeah.
And
as opposed to
doing my job. Which is
to be fair, 4 people that's roughly. Yeah, I wouldn't.
And comics love to go, I did a gig to 1 person before. I really quirky. No one wants to do a gig to 1 person.
No, that gets old quick, doesn't it?
Very. It's grand if you've done it once.
Yeah.
We've both performed to shitty crowds down through the years, But as I said, I am one to watch. So...
You're kind of
next big thing.
The next big thing. You'd want to hurry up though, because you'll be dead soon.
One to watch.
Who
said that?
Can you be actually one to watch, or the next big thing when you're in your mid to late 40s?
Yeah,
you can.
I think so. I think so. Okay. I think I could be one to watch. Next big thing.
Are you an emerging talent?
I've emerged.
You've emerged.
I'm emerged. I've come out of the shell.
You've broken that seal, and here you are.
And here I am. I'm looking around. I'm like, like a little dinosaur. Jurassic Park.
You'd be wondering why your YouTube audience is so low.
Well, it's not so. Actually, I'd like to say something about my YouTube audience. I started working on my YouTube audience earlier this year. I had 7 subscribers, which is pathetic, right? Pathetic. 7
You took
subscribers.
the words right out of my mouth.
And I was like, okay, fucking hell. You can monetize stuff on YouTube, but you have to hit a certain criteria. You have to have a minimum of 500 subscribers.
Yeah.
And then you have to have, I think, 3 million views on shorts, combined shorts, right?
Oh, okay.
Which is fucking hard,
That's
right?
tough one, yeah.
So, and at the time, like, I had 7 subscribers, and I think I had about maybe 343 views. But I wasn't using YouTube at all. I was just putting all my eggs into the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok universe.
Yeah.
And then I remember giving some fella a bit of advice. He was asking me about social media, and I was like, just put them up. And this is my advice was, just put them up on all platforms, for fuck's sake. And then I remember coming home that night going, sure, I'm not putting anything up on YouTube, like. Why am I taking my own advice? So anyway, I hit 500 subscribers there yesterday.
You have 500 subscribers?
500
Did you set up 400 accounts yourself, or?
458 accounts.
That explains that.
And the calluses are there. No, I hit the 500, so I'm delighted with that. Now all I have to do is hit the 3 million. I have above 40 or 50,000 on shorts now. But like...
but your shorts on other platforms, they're actually really high.
Yeah.
So 3 million actually wouldn't be, I don't know what way it works on YouTube, but if you were to...
I think it's harder. I think views are harder on YouTube. But at the same time, they're picking... Do you know what it is, man? It's like fucking, if you've the wall there, right?
Yeah,
and if I have a bucket over here full of shit, right?
More than shit, yeah.
And if you have a bucket over there, and you just one...
Shit as well, full of shit?
But there's only one knob of shit inside in that, right?
Okay.
And you get your chance, and you fuck it at the wall, you're a knob of shit, right? And it clings, but then it just slides down.
That's
and
the old analogy, if you throw enough shit at the wall, it'll stick.
Correct.
We got there.
There we go. That's what I'm doing. I'm just flinging all my shit at the fucking YouTube.
That's how you describe your content.
Yeah, shit. Good shit though. Like this shit. You know the way
Yeah.
people go, it's the shit. Yo.
Yeah.
It's the shit.
But the way you describe it as knobs of shit in a bucket.
Well, you know,
That doesn't really translate to, this is the bomb, this
if I
is
had
the
my
shit.
time back again, and if I had,
You
put
take back the knobs of shit?
I would have given a different kind of analogy. We'd be throwing glittering balls of gold
At the wall.
at a unicorn wall made of unicorn flesh. A wall made of unicorn flesh. Unicorn horn flesh. Unicorn ivory. See, again, this is... We should do a bit of research before we come, we should do a bit of research.
No, but people like to get an insight before we delve into the topics. I listen to a lot of podcasts. I like to get an insight into the podcaster's world.
Yeah.
And what they're doing.
Yeah.
So far with yourself, you've pretended to be Brian Corcoran.
Yeah.
You've boasted about a gig that you sold out last year.
This year.
This year, and you're on about throwing shit at the wall. So that's nice for them to know.
Yeah. Oh, you getting on yourself?
Grand, yeah.
Very good.
Coach, I can't complain.
Well, if you had to, what would you complain about?
Actually, you know what? I'm enjoying life. I've taken a couple of weeks off for the Olympics.
You're watching a lot of Olympics?
Watching the Olympics, loving the Olympics. Myself and Claude, I was actually just thinking about it. I want to go to the maybe some athletics, maybe in Africa or some sort of random place. I watch it there, maybe the African Championships or something like that. Wouldn't it be brilliant?
That would be class.
Yeah, so something you see world class athletes, but you see it in a venue where it's just completely alien to us, and they probably wouldn't even be too busy. So that's what I'm going to do next. So I'm going to just look at the old Googles and come up with a place to go.
Yeah, I'd like to do that as well. I think that'd be interesting. I think into impoverished places is more interesting as well than going to, like, I'm looking at the Paris Olympics there now at the moment, and I was in Paris a couple of weeks ago. The infrastructure is savage. It's really modern. Like all the technology. We were talking before the podcast started about the fencing, about just like you were saying. How did they decide who hit who first years ago?
Yeah.
When they had no technology. But even the arenas, one thing I've noticed about this Olympics is it's packed. Every event is packed.
It's like equivalent to London, but it was unfortunate with Tokyo. I think Tokyo would have been very busy already for Corona. Yeah, so it was weird. Like a 100-meter sprint in front of literally the officials.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest sporting events in the world at 10 seconds or less than 10 seconds. But yeah, you're right. It really adds to the atmosphere when it's super busy.
But even with the badminton, like I've been.
I see there. You were anti-Israel post. You threw up against the Israeli badminton player.
No, well, what I actually said was it was taken out of context. I had to fucking block a load of cunts then.
Why?
Because I had a load of right wing fucking you don't know about Israel, boy. They were attacked by Hamas and all this kind of stuff. Like fucking just the most banal, stupid, like ill-informed opinions.
Well,
and I actually didn't say anything. I actually didn't say anything to the. I just said that this. Will I read the tweet? I'll read the tweet.
Yeah, throw it up, yeah.
I'll read the tweet.
But it's good to get different perspective, but honest, they're being completely idiotic and just throwing vile words and there's no point.
Oh, they're idiotic.
Well,
idiotic, Pete. I wouldn't be banning anyone if they had a proper point, like, you know. And but not only were they idiotic, but they were, you know, then they were coming, like, attacking you then, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, fuck off.
Oh, you put it on Twitter as well? Oh, okay.
Well, it doesn't, it kind of went...
I'd seen it there in my mind-reading thing.
It kind of went up there, it went well. It went well. No, I was just watching the fucking thing, and
he won it, which is brilliant.
Well, he didn't. He lost yesterday.
But he beat the Israeli. I mean.
So it was his first game, and it was I can't pronounce his surname. All right. So he's from Cavan, right?
Yeah.
Via Vietnam. So this is the tweet I said. I said Cavan via Vietnam to say I'm all in and 100% behind Nat Nguyen in his. Is the understatement of the year. The fact that he's up against the genocide war machine has gripped me like never before. Come on, Ireland, Palestine. And I had free Palestine thing, right? And I had the Irish flag and the Palestine flag. I never mentioned the player. I never mentioned his name. I said he was up against the Israel war machine, which they are. You know, that's literally what I said.
Interesting fact about an Israeli player: his mum actually won a competitive match at the age of 60-odd.
This fella's mum?
Yeah, she was actually in the stadium. She was his coach.
I take it all back.
So there you go. Isn't it cool, no?
Well, he actually also, another interesting fact, he also was in the Israeli army, that fella.
He was in the IDF, wasn't he?
Yeah, so...
I think they're all...
And he had IVF treatment as well, which is very unusual, you know, at the same time.
Are they just forced? Are they drafted in? Or what's the story with them?
Conscription.
Yeah, so he had no real choice.
There's choices, alright. There's choices to get out of conscription. There's ways of getting out, especially if you're an athlete.
Pull a hamstring?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're out in.
I would just say, I have a pain in my head.
It's same with the Koreans, actually. They're forced to...
Son had to go back to do his, and they gave him a special, the Spurs player.
Yeah, it's funny you say that now, because there was a lad there who would take part in the swimming. He got a bronze medal, which means he's exempt from the army. That's his reward, which is pretty cool. That's some fucking reward. That's some incentive, isn't it?
Yeah.
To
become an Olympian.
Bronze. Yeah, and get a bronze. Olympian is not enough. You must get a podium finish.
Yeah. Become a podium finished Olympian, and there you don't have to die fighting for your country.
Yeah, but I wonder.
Potentially.
Yeah, potentially. I don't know how many deaths are there in the South Korean army. Not a whole point, I imagine.
Well,
so
they'd be an army now that would be under constant threat.
Yeah, but there's never any
and even
violence.
more so now.
Yeah, but I don't think there's any violence between them in North Korea. Sure, there isn't.
There isn't, but there's like there isn't, but there's a divide between them. Your man is a massive dictator above. He's firing nukes into the sea the whole time, and then they're and then that's one of his hobbies. And then the South Koreans are like, "Don't do that again now. Don't fucking do that again." And he's like, "I'll do it if I want." No, don't do it. 1 second there. America, will you say something about this? You better not do that again. I probably won't. 3 weeks later,
press that button.
You know, just practicing. And now Russia, Putin was over with Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
Recently.
I've seen that.
And they're fucking living it up large, hands around each other. But you see where they have people coming in to taste their food, so they stop poison.
Oh, yeah.
They've poison tasters.
But they're under concentrate, those boys, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's the way they are. But
they love it.
I seen a Michael Palin documentary when he was in North Korea. Didn't look too bad.
Well, a fella got arrested. A fella died in jail in North Korea. An American died recently, like within the last couple of years. Well, actually, let me find the exact details of this now. But he took a photograph of something that he wasn't supposed to take.
Of the leader or something. Yeah, you have to take his whole body must be in the picture, so you can't take a partial photo.
He was in jail. He died consequently anyway. Whatever it was, you know.
Maybe did he do something with a book? Did he take a book? Did he tear a book? Was it something in the hotel room? No, something rings a bell.
North Korean. This has come up with my fucking algorithms now. What am I going to write in here now?
A North Korean American prisoner.
Yeah.
I think that should pop it up. I think he was American, wasn't
American student, isn't it? North Korea American student.
Yeah, throw that up.
That's him there now. He died in 2017.
I think there was something probably more recent.
22. I think this is him, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's only a young fella. Was an American college student who was in. So his name is Otto Friedrich Warmbier, which isn't the most American of names, but at the same time, an American college student who was imprisoned in North Korea in 2016 on the charge of subversion. In 2017, he was released by North Korea in a vegetative state and died soon after his parents requested his feeding tube be removed. Warner entered North Korea as a part of a guided tour group in December 29, 2015, and on the 2nd of January 2016, he was arrested at Pyongyang International Airport. Pyongyang.
Yeah.
Pyongyang International Airport while, what did I call it, Pyongyang?
You're close enough.
So the polyamorous crowds go off to Pyongyang International Airport, throw the keys into the bowl. While awaiting departure for the country, he was convicted of attempting to steal a propaganda poster. That's it.
Yeah.
Between us, we kind of half had it right. From his hotel, for which he was sentenced to 15 years imprisonment with hard labour. Shortly after his sentencing in 2016, Wamber suffered a severe neurological injury from an unknown cause and fell into a coma, which lasted until his death.
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah.
It's dark enough now.
So they're pretty, I wouldn't say they're the nicest country. You know, he took a poster off the wall, a propaganda poster off the wall, like, but it just goes to show this is like fucking.
They're taking part in the Olympics.
The world is weird, isn't it? And North Korea in the Olympics.
They're in the Olympics. They were taking part in table tennis against China. It was a mixed doubles. Yeah, they lost.
Did they?
But that's a silver medal.
That's them dead now.
That's probably them executed when they come back. Yeah.
They'll fucking
But they always have officials with them just in case that they do try and escape. But I think in North Korea, I might be wrong about this, but if you escape, then your family are held accountable back home. And then that's cousins, fucking second cousins, third cousins, everybody. So you're sent into a camp, concentration camp, or whatever they call it these days. And so it's hard labour for decades potentially.
That's a way to keep you in there.
Oh yeah, you're not going to. I mean, you're not going to leave the country, are you? If you're if the rest of your family. Are
like, I mean, if someone said it to you now there, and you knew if you were living in North Korea and you fucked off your mum, your dad, your twin brother, your other brother, all your cousins out in Killavullen and Ballyclaw. Jesus Christ! You know, when you think about it,
yeah, sure,
would you give it? Would you care?
I
mean, I'm thinking this is a good deal for me.
What with the dog? I feel bad about the dog.
I know you could take the dog with you. Well, if you got down into South Korea with the dog,
they have a very tough though. They have to usually go the China route, and then China are fucking like have a close relationship with North Korea. So
when the dictator is making a conversation, this is what I think is hilarious about North Korea. When the dictator is making a conversation or making a speech, right? They're all standing up and they all clap, and everyone is afraid to stop clapping.
Yeah.
They all have to stop. Like someone has to put up a sign to say you can stop clapping, because if someone stops clapping, they've been executed. Why did you stop clapping? You know,
that's really.
I swear to God, there was like fucking. There's videos on YouTube of them just all clapping, afraid to stop clapping until someone puts up the sign for stopping.
Yeah, how democratic could it be? Really,
it's not a It's not a democracy.
They said that he's dead now. The guy that's in charge. What's his name? Say it.
Kim Jong Un.
Yeah, he's dead. Apparently, he was like a deity.
I think he was Kim Jong Il.
Was that him? Yeah, I find it very.
But he was ill in the end anyway. That's me dead now in North Korea.
Yeah, you could be taken out.
Oh, yeah, I was messing. I was joking. That doesn't matter to them.
No, it did. Yeah. It's no, you're a dead man. You're a dead man walking, really.
And you probably have to take him out now as well, because he laughed at it.
I did. It wasn't even that funny. And I laughed.
He laughed.
So I'm going to drive because of a stupid comment.
So please subscribe to the YouTube channel, lads. Please.
Yes, that's our segue, is it?
It's my last dying wish.
I mean, you can't deny a man's last wish, in fairness.
Oh God.
Yeah, so in fairness now, we've done no research on the topic, so please what we discussed about North Korea, American prisoners and whatnot, take with a pinch of salt.
What I was going to say to you, do you owe me a few bob?
I actually do. Money's out in the car.
Oh yeah, do you know about it?
Do you want to get it?
Well, do you want to run out and get it?
Do you want to get it?
No, you can give it to me after the podcast, but it would be nice for the money to kind of transfer over into my hands.
Yeah. No, I can get it if you want.
Well, will you come back? Will you come back? So I'm going to have to stay here, so and just talk away, is it?
That's what you do best.
Yeah. So the Mind Guy's gone out there to get the blood money. We have a bet every podcast, €10. This bet was from the All-Ireland hurling final from 3 weeks ago now at this stage. Cork versus Clare. We both thought Cork would win, and we were both very wrong there. Well, not very wrong. We only lost by the puck of a ball in the end. So we went into the minutiae of the game, and we decided that we would have a look at what to bet on in terms of how many points a certain player would score. That player was Shane Kingston. All right. So the Mind Guy suggested it, and he said, "Oh, we're still on the podcast here. Yeah, this is up there now with one of the most professional podcasts ever." But Pete was like, "Oh, Shane Kingston 2 points," and I was like, "I want 2 points as well." So then we had a big debate about it. And am I hearing the jingle of coins here again?
You have money.
Oh my God!
Money's money.
And the last bet, then I lost, and I gave him a proper tenner, like into
That's
his
because you
hands.
no change in the house.
I had loads of change, mate. I could change your clothes and give you change at the same time, mate.
So hold out your hand.
2 points anyway, and this brings the total back up to a very healthy. I'm in the black.
You're in the black. Black is a good thing.
25. I'm up 25.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling good. If the podcast doesn't take off, I'll be making.
I mean, that's half your fucking patronage.
That's more than I made down in the Kingdom Comedy Club. That goes off. That like
I lost money.
I lost money, man. I had to drive up and down to fucking Clarny.
Yeah.
And my fucking time as well. Like I was just
time. I mean, what would you be doing? Well, the Olympics are actually.
I could be spending quality time with my family.
Yeah,
you know.
Do they want that really?
Well, maybe it was a good thing for them. Let's look for the silver lining.
Yeah, I always look for other people's perspective. So well done, that's yours. Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
That was my original. I think I heard you summarise there. That was my original bet that Kingston would score 2 points.
Yeah,
you flagged it off me, and I had to get the podcast flowing and going. So I just decided to let you have it, and that's how I lost that €10 from a bet that I actually won. Really.
So that's his story, and my story then is the truth, and you can just go back and listen, right? He said Kingston 2 points, and I immediately said that's what I want as well. I want that as well. So then we started haggling, and it wasn't a free-flowing conversation. It was quite jarred and jagged. Go back and listen to it. There was a lot of kind of and he eventually, and I came away from it going, that bollocks is after twisting me here now. I genuinely thought that you'd the better deal with the 1, 2 and 3. You had 1, 0, 1 and 3, and I had 2, 4 and 5.
Well, if I got what I originally wanted, I would have won.
Yeah, well, you didn't, and it just goes to show
I was strong-armed.
I'm a master negotiator.
I was strong-armed.
Where's my phone gone there? No, we were looking at my phone there.
Oh yeah, the American lad was on it.
Yeah, could you stand up there a second?
Yeah, no matter.
Maybe it's there. Where the fuck did that phone go? Because we can't do the rest of the podcast without that phone.
Oh, here it is. Very dependent technology.
Oh, you're in luck, guys. We found the phone. Relax, everybody. We relaxed. No, the last thing we were on there was that went down a real weird path there altogether.
Yeah, let's move on from the North Green thing.
Our bet for next week. What's our bet for next week?
Okay, so
I don't know what's going on now. So tell me.
Well, what would you like? Would you like to do something in the Olympics? The track and field is on. Why don't we just
okay?
Yeah,
let's have a look at track and field. You know way more now about this than I do.
Well, I know bits and pieces,
and I know nothing.
Okay, why don't we just go for? Okay, is there any Irish athlete taking part in anything?
Katie Harrington.
Katie Harrington. Okay,
she's into the semi-final.
I'm going to make a wager, considering there's 2 more fights.
I think she's going to win gold. What's your wager?
Yeah. Pretty much the same, really.
Oh, so you want to hop on my bandwagon, is it?
I know. We'll move
this is exactly what happened last time.
I'll tell you what I'll do. Connie, since we're both going for the same thing, we'll just move along. See?
Yeah,
that's all you had to say last time. But no, you had to fucking, you strong-armed me. I felt guilty. No. Podcast was fucking
my God
floundering, so I said...
The way you manipulate words is so beautiful.
Thank you.
We'll see if there's anything happening in the GAA this weekend. Kilkenny Buckley retires from Intercounty. Killian Buckley, 32. It's young enough to retire, but it's a young man's game now.
It's different now. It's a full-time commitment though as well, isn't it? You're out constantly. Even senior clubs in Dublin.
Is the Camogie final on this weekend? Oh, it is.
Okay, I don't know enough. Let me have a look at the results. Who's playing? Cork against Galway. Okay.
So none of us are going to go for Galway. Like,
give me a 10 point.
Give you 10 point what?
A head start
for Galway.
Yeah. Sure, I don't know enough. But, Like
give me a 48 point.
I'll tell you what. So without even looking at Galway's previous results, give me 5 point differentiation.
No, because I'm not going to bet like that. I'm in here to make that 35. I'm not in here to get you back. All right, good. Give me Donald Duck.
Yeah, but
Sure, I don't know what the fuck I'm betting on. Give me 10 points.
we're near right. That's the thing.
Well, let's look at the semi-finals. So, like, Galway won by 1 point, and Cork beat Dublin by fucking 100. I'll give you Galway 10 points. Will I give you Galway 10 points?
Oh, give me Galway 10 points. Yeah,
Nah.
look at that.
No,
Give me Galway 8.
No, because Dublin are shite, and Tip are very good. Yeah.
Where if you look at
I give you Galway. I'll tell you what now, right? And I'm a nice fella. I'm a nice man.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'll give you Galway
2 points.
I'll give you Galway and 3 points.
Next.
I'll give you Galway and 4 points.
Not a hope. Give me Galway. Like, let's have a look at the results. Okay, Galway beat a fucking terrible Waterford team. Okay, right. Let's have a look at the Cork results here. So Cork beat Galway already 2-16 to 1-7. Yeah, no, let's forget about that, innit?
Shit.
You should have taken 10 points.
I should have taken the 10 points. All right, okay, fair enough.
Okay.
But I, in saying that now, I wouldn't purport to know as much about camogie as I would about hurling.
Well, we just don't watch a whole pile of it, but when I do watch it, I enjoy it.
Oh no, I'll definitely watch that match. Okay, so fixtures and results. We'll come out of the GA, I'd say, because I'd say there's fucking nothing happening in the GA. We'll go into the Olympics. Sure, the Olympics is happening, like.
Absolutely love it, by the way. Watching fucking every minute of it. What did I do? I downloaded the Discovery app, so you can watch literally every little game that's taking part, from water polo to volleyball to literally shooting to one fella playing badminton against another fucking. You know.
I was telling you, I was watching the shooting. I think the shooting's class.
Yeah.
There's a fella there. A fella won a medal. He was like 52, grey hair, bit of a gut in him.
Yeah.
And he's just like.
But it's up to everyone then. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No matter how old you are, you can still participate in some sort of activity in a global setting as well.
Yeah. That's what I was saying that to you. I was thinking, like, they should look at trying to incorporate events that aren't so age discriminatory. How do you pronounce that word? Not saying that it's like, I mean, it's great now to watch the sprinters in their prime. Don't get me wrong. I watched the walking this morning, and I was like, in my pomp, I couldn't sprint as fast as some of these lads are walking.
Yeah, I know, they're crazy. I've seen some fella actually there was a fella who used to train in the railway station, and he represented Ireland in walking, and he was lifting. His girlfriend used to cycle next to him and actually give him water. He was moving so fast.
Yeah. Sure, we've a very famous Cork Olympian, Rob Heffernan. Like, he won a bronze medal, I think.
In
the Olympics. And
he was upgraded one time as well, wasn't he? Was there something like doping?
Some doping. I think is that how he won the medal? I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I am not sure.
I think so.
But still, I suppose it's a medal anyway. But do you know what? If that's how you won it, isn't that a fucking lousy way to win a medal?
Yeah, but I suppose because on the history books he's a bronze medal. It's okay, he didn't get the ceremony at the time, like.
Yeah.
But then
which would have been nice, like.
It would have been nice, and you know what? Maybe I don't know when he was awarded the medal. So even when he came home, he probably didn't have the medal around his neck.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
So that's.
I mean, now maybe I don't know. We'll have to look into that. But we have to. The rowing. What are we going to bet on? We should bet on something that we don't know anything about.
Yeah.
You know, is there like Paris, Nadal?
Why don't you? Do you want to bet on like Murray and his teammate? They're in the doubles in the tennis.
Yeah.
They've just scraped by their opening 2 games. Let's bet on the next one. Who? Just came to be there.
They just scraped by.
You can look at the results. It was literally just barely. And
Andy Murray is
Andy Murray. Yeah, I think this is his last fucking hurrah.
I don't want to go for him though.
I don't mind him. At the end of the day, he's Scottish.
Oh, he is Scottish, yeah.
Yeah, so I've a bit of affinity towards the
Scots. Scottish,
you know,
yeah.
so.
37.
Yeah, this is his last games. I think this is his last fucking last match in a professional.
Andy Murray clicks into warrior mode as he looks to finish career. Who's he fighting next or playing next?
He's not mixed up. It's doubles, so he's with a teammate. So I'm not sure. I think.
Okay.
They're against 2 Belgian lads recently. You know.
Murray and Dan Evans are through to the quarterfinals of the Olympics men's doubles on what is the final tournament of his career.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Andy Murray will pay for will play for a shot at the Olympic medals in what is the final tournament of his career when he and Dan Evans play in their men's double quarter-final.
You should see them, they're just fiery out, like the way they're celebrating. That Dan Evans fella, like he makes you want to go for them. Like.
Really?
Yeah, they're just very likeable, the two of them.
So, do you want to go for them, is it?
I'd go for them, but I don't mind if you want to go with the opposite, but I'd go for them.
In previous round, Murray and Evans saved 5 match points to win. They had 5 match points against them, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
How old is the other fella?
Again, he's probably in his mid-late 30s, mid to late 30s.
Now into the quarterfinals. One more win would secure 2 chances to win a medal at Murray's final tournament for retirement. Victory in the semi-final would guarantee either gold or silver, and defeat would still result in a chance to win bronze in a playoff. First, though, they must come through the quarterfinal against American duo Taylor Fitz and Tommy Paul. I am Team America.
Okay, I'll go with that.
Yeah, I'm Team America. Yeah.
I kind of want them to win anyway. So
America, yeah, they beat Dutch team. They beat the Dutch. The Dutch were eating chips and mayonnaise.
Fritz is good. I think Fritz is a good player. So
I don't know anything about it. When's that match on? Let's see.
Must be very soon.
When will Andy Murray's match be? Murray and Evans will play on Thursday, the 1st of August. That's today.
Today, yeah.
At Roland Garros, and they will once again play in a final match on the day on Court Suzanne Liniam.
It's funny if it was already over and I knew already, and I was trying to get you to bed.
You couldn't, because it just started at 11 o'clock. That would be really good. I would give you like brownie points for that. Now, dude, have to get that. So it's on as we speak.
And as we speak. Okay, let's go for it. And we don't even look at the what's gone so far.
No.
Happy enough?
Happy. I'll go to Yanks.
Okay, shaking it. Boom.
Done.
I
haven't I've never seen these. Like, this is, you've walked me down the aisle here now, right? This is a shotgun wedding. You've walked me down the aisle. You've watched the last match. I don't even know what I'm betting on. This is the gambler in me, though. I'm like, you know what? Tennis, America. My train of thought here is a lot of good tennis players have come from the States.
I know. Well, you're definitely favourites to win.
Are we?
Yeah, no, you would definitely. I'm going with kind of sentiment and fucking. I like Andy Murray. I just like him, and I hope he does well in his last tournament.
I like money.
Yeah, you like money. So
money.
Fuck those stupid texts, by the way. Fucking annoying me. I was in the middle of doing an assignment, and next thing this fella goes down about fucking money, and I'd see you. Fuck.
I just said I was looking forward to seeing money tomorrow. Sorry, you tomorrow.
Yeah,
that's all I said.
I literally looked at my phone and just threw it away. I can't be bothered.
And to my eternal credit, that was last night, just to confirm today's appointment.
Like. Yeah, even the first day, not even a hello. I'm looking forward to my money. See you tomorrow. Fucking now, how are you doing? I haven't spoken to you in a week, 2 weeks. Fucking, I left it on up and then I was fuck that.
Oh, happy days, bro.
Yeah. You just have a lovely knack of just raising my blood pressure. Just fucking smiley face. And a fucking bet that I actually concocted. And if I actually stuck to the way that
you've concocted this one now as well.
No,
so I mean, like, what are people going to draw? What kind of conclusions are people going to draw?
I tell you what,
this fella's a bit simple. This fella doesn't. Oh, God bless.
Comes in, does a podcast, loses money, and fucking fucks off in the game. Yeah, no. If I lose this, that's my own fault. This is based on my own fact.
This is heart over head.
Yeah. This is. Look, it's doubles tennis.
Yeah.
Who knows?
And fuck it, I might go and watch it there now.
Yeah. And I think it'll be pretty good. You should see them though. The way they fucking interact with each other. They're actually a good team.
Yeah. Before we leave, Ballyclaw, our club, North Cork champions for years and years in our pomp, right? Not that I had a whole pile to do with it.
You were involved.
I was involved. Never really on the team. Kind of, just kind of frittering around the edges, but loving it nonetheless. But anyway, our beloved played underage, star underage, brilliant underage. Would you agree?
Yeah.
See, he agrees.
Yeah, fuck it, yeah.
But
he played in it.
Yeah. But anyway, we had the first round of the championship last weekend. And I wasn't at it. You were playing.
I was playing, yeah. I came on actually with about 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
Yeah, no, in fairness.
What's it like now being a footballer in his early 40s? And you've got you're carrying an injury now with a while, like your knee, isn't it?
Yeah, my knee isn't great. My calves aren't great. I've got issues with my hip and various other issues, so yeah.
Yeah.
Just dying, just fading away, really.
The body is...
It's old, it's aging, it's gone through a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's on the way out really. My football days are probably over.
Don't say that. Don't say that. They're not over
That's
yet.
another decade, so.
No, you go playing goals. You playing goals. You'd be a great goalkeeper, Pete. You were a brilliant goalkeeper back in the day. But like, what? So you came on 10 minutes ago. So just so people know, right? When Gaelic football would be the sport that we would have played a lot growing up. That's our main sport growing up, hurling and football.
Yeah.
Especially hurling and football. Especially football for you. You didn't play any hurling really until kind of after. You didn't really play any hurling.
Yeah, I played hurling. I was midfield for the school. Central position, played very well. Number one start, just gave it up. You were saying it?
I was about to give you loads of compliments here now, but I'm kind of I don't know. When we were in our Pomp Ballyclaw, you were on the team, one of the leading players on the team in the top 10, and as we discussed before, there's 15 on the team, and you've been in the high 8s and 9s most times, and very, very good, very influential. But like you're dynamic, fast, swashbuckling, great marker. You generally played wing back. You deny a fucking wing forward because you wouldn't stop running, and they'd end up marking you, kind of, you know. But now, that's when you were 21, 22. You know,
probably up to my mid-30s.
Probably up to your mid-30s, and now you're in your early 40s. And that type of play is. You're just not able to do that type of play. That doesn't mean that you're not capable of playing the game. But how do you find that difference? How is it frustrating? Is it interesting? What is it? How does it?
How would I describe that? Yeah, no, I find that you often think back into previous years, like you were saying, when everything was good, everything was easy. There was no thought behind it. Now, if I go training, and a lot of lads, if you're watching this and towards the twilight of their career, will relate. You need to plan around training. You need to plan how your body will be after training.
Yeah.
You need to separate training sessions. 2 matches within the same week is a no-go, not for me, not with my issues. So yeah, it's definitely different. I do find myself even now dreaming of when I was good and perfect in my mid-20s and everything was easy. So I find myself even it usually happens to me if I take part in a training session and I'm really restrictive in terms of what I can do running wise. I find myself that night just pondering and dreaming on what I used to do, what my body was able to do, and I actually do genuinely dream of previous games.
Go away.
Yeah. Where you're almost like floating, everything was easy, and you're playing with friends. I haven't seen some of those lads in years.
Yeah.
You know yourself when the game stops, you go separate, especially with men. Like our outlet really is maybe the pub or sport. I don't go to the pub.
You're not a drinker. You don't drink.
No, and so without that avenue, sure I wouldn't have seen lads there. I was just looking back at the picture from 2004 when we were first in our Cork. Yeah, and sure, I haven't seen most of those lads since fucking 10 years, a decade.
Same, man.
Since they stopped.
Yeah, it's funny the way life moves on, isn't it? You know, you go to school with people, you see them every day hopping onto the bus, and you're in the classrooms with them, and then fucking school finishes, and you're kind of going out, or you're like, you know, you're still young, dumb, and full of cum, so you're out and about, and you kind of see them, and then you're playing football and hurling, and so you're meeting at trainings, and then that just finishes. I think that's where women have it over men. Women are very good at keeping contact with friends and organising things. Like if I text you now and if I said, "What's happening, hun? Why don't you
definitely leave that on radar?
Hey, hun, fancy getting a couple of the boys together and we'll go for afternoon tea in Hayfield Manor." That's what girls do.
Yeah,
they go for after. Like, I'm just saying, like, that's a hypothetical situation.
But I think lads, we have stuff organised for us, whether it's sport or matches or drinking sessions that are just there anyway, aren't they? Whereas, but I think another important point though, we need to, like, I've been thinking about this, you just need to let go as well though, and move on to the next thing. You can't be constantly hanging on to of the past and the way things were.
True.
Because things move on. At the end of the day, you'll never grow and develop anyways if you're not willing to just say, look, that's a chapter and that part of my life is closing. And you know,
and it was great, and the book keep going. There's plenty more chapters left in the book. Do you know what I mean? It was only a chapter.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
but you can't be defined by one sole thing. You know, there should be loads of different. Like we spoke about before, you should be defined by a whole multitude of different things. We're kind of complex beings, and there should be a whole different pile of components that kind of summarise us. Like, you know, GA was a big part of my life, but it wasn't the only part.
It isn't the only part. Sure, you're a married man. You've got a fucking business. You're like, you're back in college now. You're what are you studying in college actually?
Yeah, I'm doing a master's in performance coaching, and then doing a degree as well. I'm doing a degree at the same time. That's strength and conditioning.
Yeah, and what's the potentiality in that? Then we'll say, let's say you got your master's and you got your degree, right, and you were like going, okay, I want to get the most. Like, I know you now, you're weird. You could end up fucking coaching a Zimbabwean.
You took the what you call it? Almost right with Zimbabwe.
Like you could be like what's Peter Carroll doing? No, he's actually in Zimbabwe now. He's over a fucking cricket team there, ladies' cricket team.
But the thing is,
he's after taking them up to Division 3.
But if anyone is interested in strength and conditioning and being a coach or SC coach or whatever, I definitely recommend Santanta. They're excellent. But they supply a load of avenues for you to jump upon. So like we were saying, I was telling you before, there was literally you go to fucking Uruguay and help the lads out with the Uruguayan rugby team. It'd be the internship, so it wouldn't be paid, but like you'd have accommodation and stuff, and it's great to add into your CV, and you would have a proper team, international team.
So how is that feasible then? Like, so 1 second now. So let's say that Uruguayan thing came true, right? You were like, do you know what? I want to go to Uruguay. My wife is from that part of the world. It might be
Mexico.
Cool. Well, that part of South America, isn't it? Like, kind of, is Mexico South America? It's Central America, is it?
Who knows? Who knows where they are?
Well, it's closer to fucking Mexico anyway, right? To be like fucking getting a job down in fucking Sicily, right? But anyway, if Claudia was mad to go and you were there, whatever, all that kind of carry on, did they give you the accommodation? Did they pay for your flights?
Flights pay for accommodation will be sorted. What I found funny, food sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happens if they don't give it the food? This is where I'm getting like, okay, this is great. Now, yeah, do you hear about Pete? What happened to him? He died out in Uruguay. What do you mean he died in Uruguay? He got the flight. He'd no food. His wife perished as well. They found 2 skeletons inside in a knoll.
Do you know what though? If I go to those places, then you'd want to either be very young or be financially set up where you can support yourself. So I'm looking at a stage where my wife is very successful.
So by proxy, you're very successful.
But I married her, so
yeah.
Okay, that's big.
Exactly. And you're now one.
We're now one, yeah.
That's how I used to feel about Noelle as well. Like she was making 110 grand a year. I was like, yes,
that's good money, 110 grand.
She's looking inside there now, fucking watching the Olympics with the boys.
Oh,
she's gone from that now, like.
So it's falling back on you. So
it's all on me, like. And you saw, that tenor is so important. We're going to feed today now.
You were making sure I was in today.
Yes. Speaking of which, guys, if you'd like to sign up to the Patreon, right, for €5 a month, you get a backlog of massive amount of.
You feed your family. It's like a choker box, really. It's a modern day choker box, isn't it? I've seen the kids outside. They have no socks, no shoes.
Please, guys. Might get a few patrons.
Yeah, I mean, if you can. If you can get them in.
Please support me and my family, or we'll die like Pete and Claudia in Uruguay.
I never know what to do when you go into a song. Now there's a camera there as well. It captures the beauty of it, doesn't it?
It captures the awkwardness of it.
Yeah.
But getting back to this Uruguayan situation, right?
That's the sample. There's one Uruguay. There's another Fiji. You could take part in a professional soccer club in Sweden. All sorts. There's there's what you call. There's internships that pop up for inter-county teams as well.
My question is, right? If you were like. So I think you're ambitious, but I don't think you're ambitious for fame and fortune, which I think is a lovely ambition, right? You're ambitious for adventure and life experiences and new experiences.
We'll have to try and make some bob now after fucking being exploited here.
But in general, you're not swayed by the almighty dollar. You do like to get paid, but like you're not swayed by it, right?
Yeah.
And that's a cool thing.
It wouldn't make me do something I don't want to do.
Exactly. So if you were, is my thought experiment. If you were, because I know that you'd much preferred going to Uruguay for the crack, but if you were like, okay, I want to be fucking, where could it take you? Like, where could that?
Literally anywhere. These guys know
Is there an avenue into the Premier League, for example?
These guys have, but a lot of lads that have actually graduated to the Premier League have done their masters with Santanta. They're the AFL, NFL. Yeah, they're literally all over the world. But then again, it's like everything else. It's building blocks. You have to pad out your CV by doing stuff. By maybe even going out to Uruguay, go out to like Fiji, by even what you call it, helping out a senior club in fucking in Dublin, we'll say, maybe that's an avenue there to get towards an inter-county team.
Mm.
So, you know, it's just, if you're willing to, you know yourself in the comedy world, if you're willing to do something, there's always steps to take to prepare you to, like, you're not going to get to your end goal straight away.
No.
You know, if it was that easy, everybody would do it. So you have to be willing to fucking take the loss. Maybe fucking financially it won't be great.
Win or learn, as I said to Hunter.
Yeah.
Win or learn. There's no loss. It's learning. If it doesn't go your way that day, what did you learn from that experience?
Yeah, and I think that's a really good way to look at it. Because then you never lose then after.
No, there's no take just like I saw this fucking TikTok, right? So we'll finish this now, right? So Reese Witherspoon. You know Reese Witherspoon?
I remember her.
American actress, right?
She's good.
She had what was she in? I can't remember. She's
load of stuff.
She was in load of stuff. She'd be about her go as well. She'd be about her age now, Reese Witherspoon. And she was talking about a TikTok that she had seen. Right. So this is fucking coming down the line now, but I think this was very good. And she was talking about an American actor, and I bet you know who this guy is, Steve Guttenberg.
Steve Guttenberg, I know the name.
Police academies, all those kind of things.
I do, yeah.
So Steve Guttenberg was doing a TikTok, and he replaced the word have with get, right? And it transformed his life. So basically, I get to take the train today.
Oh, okay.
I get to do a podcast today.
How lucky am I that started?
Yeah. I get to go and get physio on my knees today. I get to go and play with Ballyclaw next Sunday. I get to do, a sauna later on, as opposed to I have to catch that train now. I have to go in and get the physio. I have to fucking go training with Ballyclaw. I have to.
That's lovely.
I get
really
to.
It's
a nice little.
That's really good.
Little switch little mental switch.
I love the way we throw nuggets of gold right at the end of the podcast.
We were flaking a lot of shit at the wall at the start. it was metaphorical fucking knobs of shit that were being fucked at the wall at the start.
Yeah, see, not many people get to see this. And
it's always at the end. Guys, if you like this podcast, please like, share and subscribe. That really helps. Really, really helps. What also helps is if you sign up to the Patreon, that also helps as well. Patreon, there's a link is in description. There's loads of episodes, like over 100 episodes, cataloguing back the last couple of years. Various guests, including my wife.
A few of those.
He's in a few of them. If you like this podcast and it's your first time listening to it, go back and listen to some of the older episodes. He's on a few of them as well. And thanks for tuning in. And YouTube, check us out on YouTube. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams, and
good luck.
Stehen bei der Wahrheit.